Right. It's episode 8, I believe, of the Vinyl Collective. As usual, it's me, Top Sadiq, here with my co-host,
John.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
Bring
I'm
you
going to
in.
interrupt Tope right at the beginning and say every week, something Tope likes to do. He
Okay.
begins the
Oh,
show,
okay. Go on.
I'll just twist it up. He begins the show, he comes on a little bit, makes a couple of little cheeky jokes, says, here's another fact about John. So I thought, just like our spotlight series, I'd kind of flip it around,
Okay.
put a bit of a spotlight
Go
on the
Have
man
at-
you
have
usually
at
hear
it.
introduced in each episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Tope.
Go
What
on.
do I say
Hit
about
me with
Tope?
that.
So he might kind of convince you. You've heard 7 episodes now, 7 or 8. And Tope, he's rap. Nines fan, Nux, Roddy Rich. He loves it, rap through and through.
Okay.
It's all a facade.
Mm.
Tope's a lover, and he loves his R&B.
It's true. It's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I am.
In 2018, we have facts and figures here on the Vinyl Collective.
Oh,
in
fucking
2018, Tope's top genre was indie R&B. And he listened to over 40,000 minutes of music in 2018. Just some facts and figures for you this week. Yeah.
No,
what do you have to say, Tope?
You know what? I'm impressed. Yeah. I taught you well.
Yeah.
I taught you well. I don't know where you got those stats from. I know you stalk my Spotify now and again, but I didn't know you had. Did I tweet that? Did you find that from a tweet? You probably
doesn't
did.
matter. I went through the archives.
You know what?
I had a little.
I respect it.
Dig around.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad at all. You know what? Hats off to you, mate. I was not expecting that. I actually wasn't even going to come for you today. I was like, you know what? I'll give him a week off, mate. But you know what?
Week off.
Yeah, fair enough.
I want a streak.
Yeah, no.
Next week.
Yeah, no worries. Cool. I like this little jousting back we've got going on at the start of each episode. Cool. Now you've called to me now the real game begins, doesn't it? It's like the Game of Thrones.
Poke the bear.
You win or you die. Cersei Lannister.
Yeah.
But
so
right.
like our spotlight series this week.
Yeah.
Jamila Woods,
another person from Chicago that like, you know what? For a place that has, not to make a joke of bad taste, but a place that has such a high murder rate seems to have the loveliest artists. It's just weird that I feel like it's always the places with a lot of struggle that always seems to produce the best music. But yeah, just another artist from Chicago. To be honest.
What was it? Saba and what's his little group called? What are they called?
Pivot. That's
Pivot.
the one, isn't it?
Pivot Gang.
Pivot Gang. You got
Chicago.
Saba. Obviously, we had pre 2016 Chance the Rapper. We had No Name. We had The Mind. Smino. Yeah. He's kind of in that collective
Smino,
as well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you know what it is? I think they haven't got their just dues, man, because they really are in like that part of America on the map. Like most of the music that's been coming from Chicago has been quality, and it's not even a thing where they're trying to be like Kanye's like love child. It just seems like they've taken this 808s thing and they just made it their own thing. So I'm really impressed by that. So Jamila Woods, I didn't listen to her too much before Legacy. So yeah, I haven't really caught up in that regards, but obviously that album that she dropped is just absolutely amazing, especially Giovanni. I think that's definitely one of my favorites.
It's amazing. I don't know if we mentioned it on social media, but like the structure of the album too felt really similar to Rhapsody, like week 1 of our podcast where we were talking about Rhapsody and her album Eve, which was like a how would you describe
like
it?
Ode to powerful
an ode.
Black women.
Yeah. And I think she does that a little bit in this album. Looks at kind of influential figures and kind of puts herself it's like the contemporary, which is really cool. Love it.
For sure. Yeah, honestly, I like her sound. She kind of reminds me of like a Ari Lennox kind of like related type of sound, maybe a bit more nasally. But I think the sound,
I was gonna say nasal.
But I think the sound that the production that she kind of works herself on, it makes it work. So it's kind of like, okay, I don't look and just be like, okay, just not Ari Lennox, but it does kind of fit. Especially in the Chicago things, like when you hear the first song, just like a lot of 808s, like it's definitely more Chicago than obviously Ari Lennox song, which is weird. Obviously, Ari Lennox has a song called Chicago Boy. Little connection there. Yeah. But good artist, good record. I can't wait to see what she does next.
Very good. Yeah, and I think something that like I thought was really special about her is that like the delivery always kind of contrasting, whether it's contrast, I don't know, like a juxtaposition with like the message, because she like sings about some really serious stuff, a lot of like political and like personal things, and that was a bit like an artist, like a group that I love. I think I've talked to you about them before, called Salt.
Yes.
SAURT. Yeah. And they kind of do that kind of thing, because they're quite like funk music, kind of like funk dance music, but they're talking about political issues the whole time. And I think that's something, you know, kind of weird to get your head around. You just like vibe into the music and you're like, oh wow, like, that's what they're talking about.
100%. No, I think Little Sims put on a story that was like the album of the year. So, you know,
a lot of people have been giving it like huge reviews.
I mean, you know, when the people speak, that's when I listen. I'm definitely that type of person where, again, because there's so much music to be consumed, right? So the music that comes to me, if I've heard of an artist, I'm like, okay, cool, I've heard of you. But if it keeps coming to me, that artist, I'm like, okay, cool, right? I have to give you like respect and check you out. And I feel like that's like my best relationships with artists, when it's like people just keep on like you can't, like a good artist you can't get away from. Do you know what I mean? You can't get away from a good artist. Like, no matter how much you go, oh, you know what, that's too trendy. If it's good music, it's going to come to you in some form, whether it's you're in a car with someone or in a club or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, no, I think I'm definitely going to check it out.
Undoubtedly, yeah. And I think obviously with them as well, like they're so linked with, I'm going to forget his name, that's embarrassing. The producer from the Little Sims album.
Inflow.
That I hot,
Yes.
Inflow.
That man, that's
and Clear Soul.
Yeah.
Like they're both like linked with. So I don't know if they like.
I think they're probably like part of that posse. You know, Little Sims, Inflow, Clear Soul, stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I mean, if you're, you know, I know if you want to see the other Spotlight series artists that we have, we also have a playlist. You know, we've had again FK Twigs, we've had Jid, we've had Benny the Butcher. So yeah, if you want to hear some of our recommended Jamila Woods songs, check it out there. Something to watch, isn't it?
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah. But yeah, Salt, I mean, as we were saying, pretty critically acclaimed. You know, kind of like rave reviews, Metacritic, everyone's loving them. No kind of big awards for them this year. No Grammys, no kind of actual recognition. But
cool.
There you go. I mean,
it's
right.
The Grammys, right? The Grammys is the biggest.
Yeah.
It's the biggest, the best awards that we have for music every year. So I'm not even going to talk about music for the next couple of minutes. I'm going to talk about just a story, you know, just like a cautionary tale for young men, you know. John, I know you, right? I know you. You come from a religious background, you know. You're a man of values, you know, family's important, stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Good shit. So when I was, you know, when I was a young boy, you know, you look around, you know, like especially when you get to your late teens, you start learning about the word vices. Right, you're like, oh, what are those? You know, vices. You know, everyone has some. Everyone has a bit of a vice. Everyone has something that, you know, it's like a you know, like a guilty pleasure of sorts. So, you know, speaking to one of the OGs, right, and you know, when you're young, you think, oh, you know, the girl I want is, you know, she's really hot, she's really fit, you know, like that the baddest beat, you know. So I remember there was one time there was a girl like that in my life, and you know. You know, her name was funny enough, Grammy. You know, it's like, and he was like, "No, you don't need Grammy. You need, you know, what's it?
Shout out if she's listening right now.
Yeah, shout out to Grammy. Shout out to Grammy. And you know, he's like, you know, you need validation. I was like, no, validation's just too stable, and you know, like she doesn't really excite me like that, and she's a really good girl. I don't really know how to get into that. Do you know what I mean? So you know, you kind of put, you know, you put validation. Yeah. You know, to the wayside, and you're chasing Grammy, and then you get older, and you know you flirt with Grammy. You realize, damn, there is nothing to you, is it? You're just a nice shiny object. And you're like, okay, cool. You know what? I've lived out my years now. You know, I'm a bit old, I'm a bit wiser. Let me go back to validation. And you think you're happy, you're like, yeah, cool. That's all I need. You know, validation, all that good stuff. And then, you know, secretly, the reason why you've gone to validation. It's because Grammy never gave you a chance. And then now, obviously, Grammy now sees you, you know, becoming more of a man, you're more established. And Grammy's like, hey, you know what? That date, let's try it out. And then you're like, fuck. See you later, validation. And then you're off to the races, aren't you? And then, bam, your life's just fucked again. So that's a little cautionary tale for the
What a story. Come on.
What are you going to say about that, John?
I don't know. I couldn't think of a better interlude to Grammys. That's I've never heard that story before.
I mean,
was this school when you were a young buck?
It's just a point in time, isn't it, John? Like those things.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, interesting little story from Tops there. I haven't got one to compete with that, but he's right. The Grammys were announced just last night. Me and Tope were kind of on Twitter, following all the reactions, watching people get upset, watching Nicki Minaj tweet, watch The Weeknd cry, watch a lot of stuff go on. But yeah, kind of as an overview, before we kind of go into the categories, like what was your kind of impression of the night? Were you satisfied? Were you left a bit upset, wanting? What were you feeling?
It's the relationship I have with the Grammys, right? And I saw a lot of like conversations online. Obviously, the Mobos was dropped yesterday as well. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to go through the Mobos as well. But here's the thing. Here's how I feel. Like, I want to talk about how I feel about Grammys first before we kind of get into it.
Yeah.
So people are talking like, you know what? Awards don't matter, right? All you need is people to love your music and for you to love the music that you make, and live and have fulfillment of that. It's true, and it's also not true. Yes, it's important to care about your craft, because why the fuck would you do it elsewhere? Why would I try to be a professional swimmer if I didn't give a fuck about getting into the water? Do you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Cool. However, if I do the fastest yard or whatever you want to call it in swimming, I want to be recognized for that. That's also important. So I don't want to go too far in the other way where it's like Grammys aren't important. No, awards are important. They're absolutely important. One of my favorite lines from Midnight Marauders, A Tribe Called Quest, is I won't let a statue tell me how nice I am. That's on awards tour. It's a great line. It's true. However, one thing we need to keep in mind is that when you're talking about artists, you're talking about history. And when you're talking about history, you're talking about legacy. So when someone is now looking back at music and it's like, okay, cool, I want to know who was the best artist between 2015 and 2017. How is she going to do that? Okay, you can ask your friend. That's subjective, right? But if I say, okay, cool, you know what? There was that guy, Bruno Mars. He won like so-and-so Grammys. You're like, damn, he must be really sick. But if I told you now, okay, there's a girl out there. She hasn't dropped an album. She's been out for 4 years and she's won a few Grammys. She's been nominated several times. You're gonna be like, bro, she must be like a prodigy. Like, nah, she just kind of gets nominated for.
How many nominations this year? 2, 3?
2, 3, something like that, even including features. You're like, you hear that, you're like, bro, she must be like some sort of phenom. I was like, nah, she's decent. That's it. But that's the thing, and that's the problem with Grammys as well. It's like the people who are nominating these people need to be, they need to be right in their nominations. And again, there's so much music out there, so inevitably your favorite artist might get missed. You gotta let that feeling go. But if the selection is good enough, people will look past that. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
I think that's the problem, because now you're skewing history. You're kind of messing with history when you do that. Because again, if I want to go back to music in the 70s, I want to know, okay, what was the 70s like? That's one of my favorite genres is disco. I don't think many people know that, but I love disco. But again, I want to know, okay, how big were like Shalimar back in the 70s and 80s? I need to look back on how many sales they had, how many awards did they get nominated for. And if it's just like a thing where it's based off nepotism and stuff like that, that doesn't work for me. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So bringing it back full circle, last night, it's just another story of the same shit where it's like people seem to buy Grammys. And I know we're going to get into it a bit more, but it's this thing. Like some of the nominations, I get if you like an artist and it fits in that genre. But some of these genres don't even make fucking sense, mate. Like, some of these genres are
absolutely not
ridiculous.
Absolutely not.
Like, so it just makes you thinking, like, this might be, like, for me, it's got to be one of the weakest Grammys I've seen, especially in the categories that we're going to talk about, like rap and R&B in general, in a minute.
They've been scraping the barrel for some of these.
And I know it's been a lockdown year, but there's been enough music this year. Like, okay, you might not have like the biggest artists in the world dropping this year, okay? You haven't had a lot of Drake, you haven't had a lot of Kendrick and J. Cole, but there's still enough artists dropping where it's like, you can make up a better list than this, mate. Like some of these categories are atrocious, mate. I can't wait to get into this, mate. It's like a
I think they've also, the weird thing about Grammys is obviously it doesn't go calendar year. Like it goes, what is it, kind of November 2019 to August or September 2020?
Yeah, something like that. Like even past that, because obviously Big Sean got nominated and that was past August, I'm sure.
Was it? Wait, what was
Detroit 2?
Deep Reverence?
Yeah, that came out after August.
That was no, I'm saying sorry, August 2020. Whereas Deep Reverence came out like end of last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to run like from like November to like September. Yeah, like November, September side. That kind of weird. Thing. And that's the thing. Yeah. There's always going to be artists that get missed, and there's always going to be artists that get called on way too often. You're like, damn, this song came out like 2 years ago. Why the fuck is this nominated? Like, again, I'm going to get into this. So no, it's going to be interesting to dig into the weeds of this. But yeah, Grammys do matter. But I think the people who are casting these nominations also need to get booted the fuck out of here. But again, music is too big of an industry for, you know, morals to be as prevalent as I would want them to be.
Yeah, so, I think it definitely matters to different types of artists as well. Yeah. And I think I haven't thought about it too much, but it definitely would depend on like genre, because I know, especially if you're like in a category of like best new artist or something, like we'll get into it, but like Chica, for example, like huge nomination, like for her, a Grammy nomination is a big thing. But I think obviously as established artists, when you've been through this shit every year and you're like, I'm still not getting recognized, then you might start to be like, no, fuck this. I'm gonna boycott. Well. I don't care. Like,
sorry, I'm gonna say it right. There's no way I'm a new artist, I'm getting nominated for a Grammy the same year or the year after. You lot did that same shit with Billie Eilish, and now look where she is. Because look, you can't just give someone all their flowers on their rookie year. What else is there to go from it? If someone gets nominated for like, let's say 8 Grammys, you're basically telling me they're at the peak of their career. So you're basically telling me Billie Eilish had a peak on her first album. Fuck off. So if she dropped something better, you're either lying and you're saying the first album wasn't that good and you made it up, or
everyone else is so far behind.
Yeah, everyone else is so far behind that she's just topping music over and over and over. It's like, come on, again, like people need to stop doing this. Like, if you like, I get it. There's when a new person comes around and they come with something different, there's a lot of hype around. It's like, oh, well, yo, what's this? You know, it's like, you know, shiny object syndrome in a sense. I get that, but you gotta reel it in. You gotta reel it in, man. And this is what the psychodrama boys never did. You know, they're still lost in that. They're still lost in that world where it's like, yes, you had a good rookie year, but are you gonna tell me he can't do better than this? So if he goes about and does better than this, and now you've told me his debut album is perfect, one of them has to be a lie. So, and that's how you fuck them. That's how you fuck people who do that, because you can't have everything. You can't have everything, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, there's got to be room for improvement.
Exactly, and it usually is.
Should we get into it with record of the year?
Yeah, go on. Tell me the nominations. Get me with it.
So we had Beyonce with Black Parades, Black Pumas with Colors, DaBaby feat Roddy Ricch with Rockstar, Doja Cat, Say So, Billie Eilish, Everything I Wanted, cough, Dua Lipa, Don't Start Now, Post Malone, Circles, Megan Thee Stallion, and Beyonce with Savage, the remix.
Yep. Okay,
that's it.
Cool.
Well, we've got 8 of them.
Who are you choosing to win, and who do you think will win, and who are you choosing to win?
I think because a couple of factors. I think timing and like legacy. I think Beyonce Black Parade, the timing of the song, the kind of, I know she hasn't released a lot of music and like this year, but like, I think the song dropped at the right time, and I think the story around it will probably, I think it will win record of the year. Yeah, Black Parade.
Okay. And who do you want to win?
I feel like I'm not as big a fan as you, but I'm enjoying Dua Lipa a lot this year.
Yes.
And I'd like to see her win, but I feel like if she wins this, she's gonna sweep and come away with like 5 Grammys, and then it's the same thing again. It's like she's only been around for a couple years. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Is it time? I don't know. But I think Beyonce will win it. I'd like to see Dua take it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Same. I think it's either going to be Beyonce. It could even be. Okay. I think it could be Beyonce. I think it also could be Dua Lipa. I wouldn't be mad if Dua Lipa got it. No. But I want Savage to win. I can't lie. That Savage remix is fire. So I'm going to say Savage to win that one, to be honest. Okay. So yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah, like that Circles song came out so long ago.
Yes.
How was that?
I don't like that song too much.
That was pre-corona.
Like, that's again, what was it? Oh yeah, what else wasn't it? Yeah, no. See, I don't like that song, so that didn't even cross my mind. The Billie Eilish song is complete arse. I'm sorry, it's not good. I don't care. Don't care what you gotta say, mate. Doja Cat song is alright. It came out a long time ago, but I don't think it's as good as Don't Start Now or Savage. And again, Black Parade, I don't like that song, to be honest. So I'm not choosing it to win anything, but I think it will win some things. But I don't want it to win anything here.
I think it will win records. And I have the feeling, when like somebody wins record and then he just starts sweeping.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's always at the present. Like if you win record of the year,
it's like when you're watching the elections and like someone starts winning a state and then you're like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah,
you're like calling all the different like counties.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like I feel like you can't give someone song of the year, not record of the year. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, if Dua wins it, I'm fine with that. If Savage wins it, I'm happy. I think Beyonce added a lot to that song, even the little ad libs, to the chorus. Fucking love that song, and I don't like Megan Thee Stallion at that, so you can tell I'm not being biased here. I think it's a good song. So yeah, cool.
It's good. Any snubs from this? I think The Weeknd, huge.
Oh, any
commercial snub?
Oh gosh, we're going to start off there, right?
Bearing in mind his song "Blinding Lights" was like it holds the record for longest time in top 10.
Yeah, I think every time The Weeknd drops, you have to consider him for Grammy nominations because his influence, and this isn't changing, this is just his influence, is so far-reaching. It's so huge, like it's massive. Like it's probably Drake level, if not, Drake level, maybe even surpassing it at this point. So, it's kind of crazy you don't even include him in the conversation, especially over fucking Billie Eilish, mate. Like that, no one's bumping that song, mate. No one's bumping, or even Doja Cat. Like, come on, give this man respect. That's one. Yeah, I think that's the main one. I was gonna say another artist, but I think I'll put it up for album of the year. But yeah, I think that's the main snub, to be honest. And probably Roddy Ricch with this one. The Box was an anthem, and it's a shame that the clubs weren't open this year. But I think this is definitely. I feel like that was
category. The hit of the year.
Yeah, like it was.
I know it came out at the end of last year, but like
I did include December for 2020 because it never gets considered for 2019 anyways. So yeah, I think The Box should definitely be in this category. Like The Box was huge. Like it had fucking Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez begging for streams. Like, come on, how often does that happen? Justin Bieber.
As soon as you hear that little like. Here we go.
Yeah. So no, honestly, yeah, I think he should have been in the category, but it is what it is. What's the next one, John? Hit me with it.
Song of the year.
Cool. Well, who are the nominees?
So we had Black Parade again, Beyonce. Roddy Ricch with The Box.
Okay.
Taylor Swift, Cardigan. Post Malone, Circles. Billie Eilish again. Dua Lipa again. Her with I Can't Breathe. I was looking for a reaction from Tops, nothing so far.
Okay.
And then JP Sachs and Julia Michaels. Cool. I heard this song for the first time today.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
who do you think is going to win?
Where are you leaning?
Okay, cool. I'll go first. Who I think is going to win this? I think Taylor Swift will win.
Agreed.
I think Taylor Swift will win. And I know you like that Taylor Swift shit, man. You were banging out all this year. So, I know you'd be happy to see Taylor Swift win. I think Taylor Swift will win it. The song's not bad. But I want Roddy Ricch to win. Again, I think The Box is the best song in this list. Again, I like Don't Start Now. Don't Start Now is a banger. It's a seriously good tune, but The Box is like, it's a shame that it came out at the wrong time because obviously no one's going to the club during Christmas like that. And then obviously a few months into 2020, there was Corona. So that would have been like the hit of the year. It would have been like when Bobby Shmurda dropped his song. I think it would have been that big. Like I think it would have been huge. So it's a real shame that it just didn't have its just dues. Like that song is amazing. So yeah.
So in 2022 when we start going back to
yeah, me and John having a pint. Listen to The Box. Yeah, why not? But yeah, who do you think is going to take it?
I think Taylor will take it.
Yeah.
She took her little cabin retreat. She went into the woods. She came out a new woman, with a little folk music album. I think what it was is it surprised a lot of people. People weren't expecting that.
Yeah.
And that's probably why it went down so well, because it was so far removed from a lot of the music she's made, at least in the past 5-6 years.
Yeah.
And I guess this category, Song of the Year, is more about the process, right?
Yeah.
It's more about the writing ability of the lyrics. And I think the critics will probably enjoy that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, JP Sack, I'd never heard of that song before. Sorry if you're a huge Julia Michaels fan. Let us know.
I heard the song. The song's not that. It sounds like one of those like one songs you play on the radio and be like, oh, that's not a bad song from a folkish type of person. Like it's all right. Yeah. Like it's not song of the year though. Come on with it.
It feels like a song you'd get in like a rom-com on Netflix that never came out in the cinemas.
Yes, pretty much that. Yeah, like I can see the appeal, but no.
So yeah, I think agreed Taylor Swift. It'd be nice to see Roddy Ricch win something though. Yeah. I think this is probably his best shot.
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know if there are any particular snubs. I think just similar to the previous one.
No, not this one. I think album of the year, the next one. I think there's definitely some snubs. But we can get into that. Okay. We have to talk about that one. All right, come on, hit me with it.
Yeah, we'll get into this. Yeah, album of the year, Jhené Aiko with Chilombo.
Okay.
Black Pumas.
Okay.
With their self-titled album. Coldplay with Everyday Life. Getting some head shakes in the studio. Jacob Collier, I'm going to try and pronounce this, Jesse Volume 3.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Haim with Women in Music Part 3. Dua Lipa with Future Nostalgia. Post Malone with Hollywood's Bleeding.
Again, I think did it not come out 2018? Or was it 2019? Sorry.
It was a long time ago.
That was not 2020, mate.
No, because the one before was it Beer Bongs and
Bentleys
or something? Yeah.
This must have been end of 2019, but whatever. And obviously Folklore Taylor Swift. Yeah. Okay. Who do you want to see take this one?
I'm looking at the list. I haven't. If I'm honest, I haven't listened to Black Pumas enough to give them their dues. But I'm sure it's really good music.
Fuck being objective. Who do you want to see win? Doesn't matter.
I would like to see Dua or Taylor. It's definitely a battle between them two.
Yeah.
I think. Out of the two, I listened to Taylor Swift a lot more. That was my 5K. That was my 5K album. Listening to that, running down the road, listening to Taylor in the cabin in the woods. I'm going to go Taylor for that one. Yeah,
cool.
And I know you hate it.
No, who do you think's going to win it?
Taylor.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go. I think Taylor or Dua Lipa is going to win this one. I think if Dua wins it, I'm going to be very happy because again, I think that album is fucking sick. Like I can't even lie. Like again, I don't even think Don't Start Now is the best song on the album. To be honest, I don't think it's even top 2, top 3. So I think this album's pretty strong. Again, wasn't the biggest Dua Lipa fan before this album, but I think this record is like, you know what it is? If the club was open, right, and I'm leaving the hip hop room and I go into like the pop room, and I heard like, Don't Start Now all the time. I'm like, okay, no, I can fuck with this. Like, Joey, this is pretty sick music. So I kind of imagine that. So I wouldn't mind Dua winning this, but who I want to win this, I wouldn't be mad if Jhené wins this as well. Really? That album is nice. Like that album is nice. Like
I told you guys at the beginning, R&B boy.
That album is nice. Like that definitely taps into a part of me. What's it called? Erykah Badu's love child, Jhené Aiko. Being very problematic as usual. But no, that album was pretty good. To be honest, that album was pretty good. So I wouldn't be mad if the women took this one home. So yeah. Not against this one.
It's a good album. 20 songs though.
Yeah, that's the fillers, man. That's the only problem. But a lot of it is good. Like I can't even lie. Like a lot of it is pretty sick.
It wasn't as like rambling as Trip.
Yes.
Which was almost 90 minutes. It was like 85.
That's why I had to skip that shit. Like I'm not like some people like having Jhené on in the background while they're doing what they're doing to Jhené music in the background, but for me it's like no, I don't. And again, maybe it fits the album title, it's a Trip, it just keeps going on and on and on, but I don't care for that. My ears are gonna start getting annoyed. So but this record, this one's a lot stronger. I enjoy this one more, to be honest. Snubs,
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Snubs, come on, what I'm gonna say. Number 1 on my hit list is Lianne La Havas. She didn't get nominated for shit, not for anything. You're telling me...
It's actually mad.
You're telling me Coldplay dropped a better album than Lianne La Havas? Come on, bro. Come on. This woman has been... No, you know why this triggers me so much? This woman's been around for 8 years now, dropping gems, dropping jewels, and she has not been recognized once Not even once by the Grammys.
One of the nicest voices
in the world,
in
literally
R&B.
in the Western world.
Yeah.
Like I'm being dead serious. She has like a prodigy level voice at this point. Her voice is amazing. Her songs are amazing. So what else does she need to do for people to be like, you know what, cool? We need to like, what else does she need to do? Like, what else could she possibly do at this point for her to be recognized? Even Prince has been working with her. Prince went to her gaff.
If you look,
Go on, sorry.
If you literally look up and down at all of these nominations, tell me a British person on the list.
Dua Lipa, that's the only one, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. One.
That's the only one.
Which is, I don't know. There's not been a lot of recognition this year.
Yeah.
Not that there's a lot anyway, but I don't know. I feel like it's just been like it maybe wasn't even considered.
It doesn't even seem like it was considered, and that's the worst part. No. That's the worst part because you can't even say she's like that small of an artist. She's not. Like, she's established enough. Like, she's worked with some big people. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, she went on tour with fucking Coldplay. So it's like, come on. Like, you can't be missing. Like, this is definitely like, it's a bad one. This is a bad one. This might even be as bad as like The Weeknd, because honestly, if we're talking about albums of the year, takeaway genre, this has to be in your top 5, top 10. Come on, easily. So I'm really triggered by this one because, again, even people I know who are huge fans of Coldplay can't even tell me this Coldplay album's there. They can't, man. And this is the problem with the Grammys, because now we look back at Rihanna Havas's career. She has 0 nominations, 0 Grammys. And it's like, what? And someone told you, okay, but she was one of the best singers of her generation. It's like, how is that even possible? How come no one recognized her? It's like, this is the problem.
Did she get anything at the Mobos?
I think she got nominated for a few Mobos. But again, like, compared to the Grammys like the highest level of prestige, right? And again, I'm saying if you're going to have people like Post Malone, like Coldplay, if they can enter that list, then Rihanna Havas must be entering that list, mate. Has to be. But whatever.
Yeah.
Give me the next
one. A couple of other snubs. Not in the kind of the genres that we normally talk about, but kind of like indie snubs that I'm sure some people listening will know. Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers, I thought was a very, very good album. I think she's nominated for Best Alternative Album, but I thought it was one of the best albums this year. And then also Fetch the Bolt Cutters by Fiona Apple.
Okay. And Phoebe Bridgers got nominated for Best New Artist, so...
Yeah. But yeah, I think Fiona Apple, it's her first album in 8 years.
Okay.
And you know the Grammys love a little bit of a story.
Yes.
And also like, it was so critically acclaimed. I know this... Pitchfork gave it this, or like the New York said this, but like Pitchfork gave it a 10.0 out of 10.
Damn.
Like Pitchfork doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. Even kind of like what Pimp a Butterfly got like 9 point something.
Damn.
Like it got a whole 100%.
What did Needle Drop say about it? Just out of curiosity, did you know?
I think he said it was just, I can't really remember, but I think he just was like, yeah, it's a storming album.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
any other snubs?
No, that's it for this one. What's the next category, mate? Come on, hit me with it. Let's keep going through this one. We've got a lot to go through. Let's move on.
Let's try to be excited about something else. Best New Artist.
Oh gosh, I can't lie to you. I don't care for this one. I don't give a fuck about this one. I'm gonna say it right now. The reason why I do not give a single shit about this artist. Okay, I'm gonna address people complaining about this. Yes, it is annoying that people like Kay Trinada, who've been making music for like a decade, and Megan Thee Stallion, who's making music for years, and Doja Cat, who's making music for years, is in this list. That is annoying from the Grammys. But do you know what's even more annoying than the Grammys in this situation? Is when these fucking artists sell you these like 5 mixtapes that they're getting money from, and they're telling you it's definitely not an album, and they're definitely not selling it under no record label. Like, of course. So if you're saying this is the mixtape, and then now you've dropped Megan Thee Stallion dropped her first album like what, this year? Less than a year ago? Cool. So that's right. She is a new artist technically. She's bullshitting the system by doing this as well herself. So it's annoying. I don't know. I think the reason why Kay Trinada must be in the list for the same thing. I need to double check that. But people need to stop doing this shit where it's like, okay, like I think Drake set a bad fucking precedent with this as well, because he dropped fucking More Life and called it a mixtape. So what is the difference on Spotify if I go into More Life and it says album, and I go into a Spotify playlist? A Spotify playlist is a playlist. More Life is an album.
Yep.
It's under your discography. It is an album. Megan Thee Stallion keeps dropping mixtapes with big artists, big production. You're calling it a mixtape. That's annoying. Stop doing that. These artists need to stop doing this. So that's why they get nominated for this category. Yeah. So honestly,
but the thing is, with Kaytranada, he released his debut like studio album in 2016. It was a studio album, 99.9%.
Okay, cool. That's stupid. Oh yeah, I love that record. To be honest, but yeah, no,
that is a great record.
So, like, Kaytranada one is obviously bullshit. Fair enough. We can both agree on that one. But I think Doja Cat debut album was recent, and Megan's one was recent. Obviously, Chica's a new artist. That's fine. I know these other artists are
Shout out Chica.
Cool. Yeah. So I don't give a single fuck about this list, but
yeah,
you know what? Just give it to someone who's not Doja Cat, Kaytranada, or Meg, and that's fine. That's it. That's all I've got to say.
You've really pissed him off today. I thought 070 Shake could have been on there.
Oh, she's not too new though. She's been around for too long now.
No, but she dropped her like studio album in like January.
Oh, okay, fair.
I can't even remember what it's called, like Modus Operandi or something like that.
Yeah,
she was around for like you know, Kanye's Wyoming spree in 2018, where he was like dropping all those 7-song albums.
I didn't take to it the way you did, mate. But you know, if you like it, I love it.
I thought she was decent. Yeah. Next one, best progressive R&B album.
Go on, hit me
First
with
of
the
all, talk to me about the name and how we feel about the name change.
So what was it like? Urban contemporary to progressive
urban contemporary before.
That doesn't even make sense because. Okay, so you've got this urban contemporary list. Yeah. I get why they probably did that in the first place or whatever. But the only thing that comes from urban contemporary isn't just progressive R&B. It could be progressive rap. It could be experimental rap. Do you know what I mean? There's so many things you can put there. Why is it only just birthed into progressive R&B? That's the only problem I have with this. Because it's like, okay, cool. Urban contemporary can, you know, what the fuck is urban contemporary? That can encompass so many genres. And you're basically just calling it the experimental black music, whatever. Like Igor or some shit. Yeah. That's annoying. So I get that. But if you're going to split, at least split into progressive rap. Because there is progressive rap. That is definitely a thing. And you also got progressive R&B. And I think that would have been fine. Or even like progressive melodic rap or whatever. But if you just had progressive rap, progressive R&B, that's fine. Why is it just strictly R&B? That's annoying.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I get what you mean. What would you have put under kind of progressive rap? Just out of interest.
Oh, I'd put people like I'm trying to think now. I think people like Jid, people just an example. I'm not saying he's Grammy worthy, but people like Passadio, he's quite progressive in his rap. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that type of music is progressive. I've put that there, or even like my mind is blanking now. There's definitely a few, or even maybe thinking of. No, my mind's blanked now, but it's definitely a genre that can be filled. Someone's gonna listen to me like, there's definitely artists you can put in there. There's 100 artists you can put in there. So my mind's just blanking. So
yeah.
What do you think?
Let's go through the. I mean, I agree with you. I think the name change. A lot of people were like, "Yeah, that was a good thing." You know, getting rid of the like. You know, urban contemporary is clearly just a synonym for black music. So progressive R&B. Yeah. We've got Jhené Aiko with Chilombo, Chloe Halle with Ungodly Hour. I know how much you love this album.
Yep.
Free Nationals. Robert Glasper with Fuck Your Feelings. Thundercat with It Is What It Is. That is the phrase of the last 2 years. So there we go. Out of those 5, what are you thinking?
Cool. I don't know who's gonna win this one, to be honest. I don't know. And I wouldn't mind if any of them took it, to be honest. I think it's all worthwhile albums to be, to win. If I had to pick, either Jhené or Chloe and Halle. Ungodly Hours is a banger. I don't know if it's better than Jhené's just yet. I'm gonna have to think about that a bit more. But but then again, they're still quite new. I think Jhené
Chilombo sounds too comfortable.
Yeah.
It's just the same.
It does. It does.
I don't want to slay it too much, but it's the same.
It's the same Jhené as usual, and I get that. So I think actually no, fuck it. Anderson got too many Grammys anyway, so he doesn't need another one. So I'm gonna give it to Chloe and Halle. I'll say Chloe and Halle should win it. I don't know who's gonna win it though. What about you?
Yeah, I would want Chloe and Halle to win it. I feel like this could be one of those rogue ones this year where they could just give it to like Robert Glasper or something.
Yeah,
I mean, see that happening.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. But yeah, no, I wouldn't be mad at that. Three nationals, I could see them winning it as well. But that's me. I can see everyone winning this. But I think just for me, I think
it's a tough one to call.
Because obviously they dropped a massive anthem. Do It was a huge song this year for Chloe and Halle, and it was well deserved. Like, and obviously the album's quite risky. They've had some production by Disclosure and stuff like that. They definitely come out of their shell as they've grown up. I think it's a good record to win. I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah. In terms of snubs for this, first of all, we can't talk about snubs without talking about FKA for just general Grammys this year, because I was so angry. I'm not joking. I was like word searching. We like control search. I was word searching the Grammys nominations. I'm tired. Of course, I've missed her. She's on the list. She's on the list.
She's on the list, but I think it's for production for Holy Terrain, isn't it? It's not for songs.
Oh no! I was saying she must be on the list. She
She didn't make the list. That is a huge snub because Magdalene was obviously your album of the year, if I remember correctly, and it was like number 4 for me. So it was a pretty fucking good record. Obviously, FK Twigs, they call her the queen of new R&B. You don't just get that name for no reason. Like, come on, this girl is.
And now you've literally talented. Got a new category called Progressive R&B,
and you don't include her, like
a shout.
And the thing is, I don't think you know what, now you've said that actually kind of makes a lot more sense. I wouldn't even put Three Nationals as Progressive R&B because they're literally like people who kind of stem from the choir. I don't think that's progressive. No shade. So 100%. If FK was in this category, I think she would sweep the floor with this one, and that's not even shade. I just think it's just I just think it's just that good of a record. So 100%, that's a good shout out for that one. That is a huge mistake. I can't believe I missed that. Yeah, that's a huge oversight from the Grammys. But again, like you said, it's another British artist who's kind of just been left off the block. And obviously, FKA was gone out of the scene for like 5 years in terms of albums. So obviously she was going through her illnesses, so maybe just the industry forgot about her. I don't know. It's a bit of a shame.
It feels like it. And again, it was one of those end of year things. It was like December, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it was good though. Like, it was good. Like, it's still really good. Like,
it was so good.
It's no, that's actually crazy. How you not? That's the thing. She's literally called the queen of the R&B, and you're not including it in the progressive category. It's like, okay, so what else can she do then? Like, what else do you want her to do? Like, it is a bit crazy. Yeah, I don't really understand that one, to be honest. But I
think that's one of the worst ones for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on to best R&B album.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, hit me with it.
As Tiana Taylor said, you were better off calling it best male R&B album because all I see is dick in this category.
That is very true.
And she's not wrong. She is not wrong. Apparently according to Billboard.
Well, who's the nominee? Sorry, call it out.
Oh yeah, I'll read out the nominees. We have Ant Clemens with Happy to Be Here, Giveon with Take Time, Rick James with his album To Feel Loved, John Legend, Bigger Love, Gregory Porter, All Rise.
Again, this is definitely not.
I do not like this category this year.
Me neither. I hate this category. Not because these artists are bad. It's not even that. There's just better artists to put in there. Again, Leanna Havas could have won this one. Even Ari Lennox didn't get. If you're going to include 2019 records, Ari Lennox not getting included. That's a bit crazy to me.
I don't listen to Kalani much, but I know she had a new album.
Yeah. Like,
obviously, Tiana Taylor had a big, the album.
Tiana Taylor should have been included in that one. That album's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty long, but it's pretty good. Yeah. So I'm actually surprised I didn't get included either. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I really hate this one. Like, I hate this one a lot. Again, like, I'm not saying all these women should be included because I want them to win. It's because how you're not even including them in the conversation. That's the problem. So I hate this category. Don't care who wins. Don't even know who's gonna win. That's it from me.
I wouldn't have even put I mean, issues with categories this year. I would have put Janae's album in this
category. I was gonna say, I was just throwing in Janae, but then she would have got like what 3-4 nominations at this point. But I would have put this in R&B over progressive because I don't think Janae's that progressive. She just, does more modern beats, and that's the thing. They call what it is. They call you progressive when you have rappers on features. That's the annoying part. Do you know what I mean?
Ooh, what's this?
Yeah, like you got some singing, you got some rapping. Like, this is really new, isn't it? Like, it's gritty. It's just fucking annoying, man. I hate it. So whatever. It's just I really hate this. I really hate this category. So honestly, don't care who wins this. Whatever. Are there any thoughts, John, before we move on?
Yeah, I mean that's ridiculous. Like, what was it? 14 R&B releases this year have got to number 1 on the R&B charts.
Damn.
On the top R&B charts, and 9 of them have been women. So 9 out of the 14 have been women, and 5 out of 5 of the nominees have been men. Yeah, let's move on. Okay. Nothing more to say there, to be honest.
Yeah, literally, go on.
Yeah, best R&B song.
Okay,
we have Better Thank I Imagine by Robert Glasper.
Okay.
Black Parade, Beyonce, Collide, Earth Gang, which was from the what was the film? Slim.
Queen and Slim. Good film.
Good film. Yeah. Do It, Chloe and Halle, Slow Down, Her, and Skip.
You can start. You can start. You're already laughing because you're not gonna say. So just go ahead, mate. Just start. Kick off.
Did the Robert Glasper one had Her on it as well, right?
Coincidentally so, right? So Her's in
interesting.
2 songs that she's a feature in. That just sounds all too convenient for an artist that hasn't had an album yet, isn't it? And just got nominated for a bazillion Grammys last year, isn't it? But whatever.
I think she's going to hold out until the year after next for an album. I would not be surprised. She drops a kind of like mixtape in spring.
Of like songs she's dropped like years ago. Yeah, sounds like her formula now, isn't it? She's not even anonymous now, isn't it? It's just fucking. You're so funny about that. The shades of her glasses got more and more transparent until she's like, "Fuck it, I'm just Gabby Wilson now." So what's the point
what
now?
You know what she reminds me of? What she's gonna do now? She's gonna take a little step back because she's like, I'm becoming too popular. You know that little Simpsons meme where Bart's like. Where like Homer's backing into the
grass. Yeah,
she's like, no,
I'm just gonna come
I've been
back.
Out here too long. I'm gonna
back and just come out on the person. Again. But convenient. Yeah, because I've never heard anyone talk about bloody Skip Marley. Never seen him nominated for anything. But now you got her on there. Whew, that's a Grammy nomination right there. But whatever, John, give me your thoughts.
Go off. Come on, you're ready.
Black Parade isn't even an R&B song. Like, what the fuck? Like, this category, the R&B categories this year. I remember Brandy drops this year. Brandy, one of the greatest R&B singers of all time.
Yeah.
And you're putting songs like Black Parade. Like, again, okay, I don't hate Beyonce. Beyonce is an amazing artist. Black Parade, for me, ain't it. That's besides the point, though. But it's not an R&B album. I would even put this in some... You saw the progressive rap category? I'll put this there. Mm-hmm. That makes more sense for me. She's not even singing for like more than half the song. This makes no sense. Are they listening to the songs? The song has a trap beat. It's telling me it's R&B. Not not best progressive R&B song. You're saying it's the best R&B song. Are you kidding me? What is? I don't. Yeah, Corona is affecting everyone's minds and the list itself. So yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'll move on that. I think if Black Parade wins best record, I think it would take best R&B song as well.
That's going to be severely triggering.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I wouldn't be upset to see Chloe and Halle. I'd pick that, or I like the Earth Gang song as well. Good film as well. It came from. Yeah, I'd say Chloe and Halle. I'd like to.
I have Chloe and Halle as who I think is going to win it and who I want to win it. I think it's the best song on this 5 list. Yeah, I don't have any other song winning this actually. No. And I think deservedly so. Do it. It's the best song. Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, best rap song.
Go on, hit me the nominations.
Get into it. Lil Baby with the Bigger Picture. Roddy Ricch with The Box. Drake and Lil Durk.
His voice is like, I can't believe I'll read it.
I'm gonna cry now. Laugh now, cry later. Have The Baby with Roddy Ricch, Rockstar. Megan Thee Stallion with Beyonce on the Savage remix. Yeah.
And it's for best rap song.
Just 5 of them. Yeah.
This list could have been worse. It could have been worse. Mm-hmm. It does have The Box. It does have Savage.
Can we just take out the Drake song immediately?
I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, don't.
The song's not bad. I wouldn't say it's Grammy winning though. I wouldn't say it's Grammy winning. But
I didn't
again,
like it. There was not much Little Durk on it at all.
There wasn't. It's true, and he obviously he was a better artist than that one. But
yeah.
Oh man, I don't hate it.
Drake said, "What was it?" He said in the song, "Tired of beefing you bums. You can't even pay me enough to react." that's bold. That's bold for a man that's coming off a huge loss from Pusha T.
Exactly.
But,
you know, Drake. One thing Drake is always gonna have is the audacity, isn't he? You know, Scorpios.
Yeah.
You should relate, John, as a fellow Scorpio.
Moving on. Who are you picking?
Who am I picking? Okay, cool. I'm picking the box. You know how I do. I'm already rich 100%. I think Savage is gonna win it, but I want the box to win it. Lil Durk, you came well.
I'm with the box on this one.
Rockstar, I don't like that song, to be honest. I think it's okay. I don't think it's Grammy winning, to be honest. It's okay. So, no, I don't think any of these songs are bad, which is a lot better than the R&B section. But the box. That's all about you.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, definitely. Yeah, I can't see any of the others. I mean, I see Savage winning.
Yeah.
But if that doesn't win, then I think the box will, and I would definitely like to. Like, the song was like a commercial hit as well, like billion streams.
Yeah.
On Spotify. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say I still think it's the biggest rap hit of the last 12 months.
It has to be. That's why I feel like if it doesn't win anything, that would be like a huge flop. Yeah. So yeah, cool. What's the next one?
Yeah. Snubs, I would say maybe Alfredo could have got a song on there somewhere. I don't know.
Which song would it be?
God is Perfect or something, I would have said.
Oh, that song's amazing. I would
say God is Perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say a Freddie Gibbs song, maybe even Scotty Beam, but no, maybe God is Perfect would be a better one. But again, Freddie Gibbs is too underground for the Grammys. I'm even surprised he got a nomination.
Let's save our Alfredo love for rap album.
Go on. What's the next category you have?
Yeah. Best rap album.
Go on, give the list.
Okay. D Smoke with Black Habits.
Okay.
Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist with Alfredo.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Electronica and.
Or do you mean Jay-Z? Sorry, Jay-Z.
It does actually say. I know you may think Jay-Z, but it actually says Jay Electronica with a written testimony. Nas with King's Disease, and then Royce da 5'9" with the Allegory.
Go on. What do you think?
I'm gonna hit it off. I'm gonna say Snubs Festival. Run the Jewels for.
Oh,
could have been on here.
Oh man, that album
was
an
sick. Album when that came out in what was it, May, June?
Yeah, that was a good album. That was a really good. Oh my gosh, yeah, you just reminded me that was a good album. Damn, that should have been. I'm really surprised it didn't get nominated.
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite albums for the year. Of course, it's not going to be nominated. Descendants of Cain.
Yeah, that's of course, fine, of course, never going to be nominated.
We have an episode. Check that out. Episode 7. Descendants of Cain.
Good episode.
Nothing for Pop Smoke, Little Easy Vert here.
Yeah, it's true. Normally they have
like some sort of,
they normally have some sort of like posthumous kind of like, okay, cool. Yeah. Or maybe I think they have a section for that now, don't they? So maybe it will be there.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm really surprised because obviously Dior, was it Dior? It was Dior. That was a massive song. Like I'm pretty sure I'm surprised that song wasn't even a rap song. But this is the list we have. I mean, there's so many albums. Rap album, No Griselda. That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
they've had like the year of their lives, and it still wasn't enough. So that's really annoying.
A written testimony. Okay, this album. I mean, there's so much to say about it, but like, if you're gonna make people wait a decade, you've got to do better than this. It had the feel of what's funny if you ever watch like Golden Globes, like Ricky Gervais always seems to like host them and he always tells all these funny jokes. He like, stitches people up. He made this joke about like Tom Cruise or Johnny Depp and how one of their films was only nominated because he like promised all the critics like a meal out with him. This has the feel of that. It feels like Jay-Z was just like, you know what, get my guy Jay Electronica nominated and you can spend the day with me and Beyonce. Like why is the song nominated? Why?
I don't know, mate. I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't know.
10 years, a decade. We were 14 and 15. We were 15 years old when he was releasing music.
Yeah. And
he's waited 10 years.
Again, it's not even one of the best. Let's say it was amazing. It's not though. One, half is Jay-Z, and two, it's not even that great.
There are some very nice songs.
There are some good
terms
songs,
of like
though.
Production.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Rihanna's on there, right?
Yeah.
Who else is on there?
I don't know, man. It's very forgettable, and the part 2 of it, that was very forgettable as well. So
yeah,
this doesn't make sense. Why again? I wouldn't even consider this. This wouldn't even be in my, honestly, no shade. This wouldn't even be in my top 10. If I'm going deep enough, I would even put Stormzy on this list before this, and I'm not even kidding when I say that.
Yeah.
If I'm talking
Big
Grammys, Big Conspiracy.
You know how much I love that. I would have put that on there instead of Written Testimony.
Yeah, like that doesn't make any sense to me. So that's really annoying. Alfredo's got to win this one. Alfredo's got to win this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like when the production, and you've got one of the best rappers alive.
Yeah.
And one of the most exciting, like one of the best, hip hop producers coming together with Freddie Gibbs. You can't not nominate it.
Yeah, exactly. So this one is like by far the best album in this category. By far.
It's a runaway.
It's
a runaway.
Royce, he's nice, but that came out last year. Yeah, I remember. But no, it's a decent album.
I thought Book of Rhyme was better than Allegory.
Yes, I agree.
I enjoyed that more. It had like, what was it, Barblo Boat with J. Cole.
Good song.
Amazing song. Caterpillar, Eminem.
Cocaine.
It had some good songs on it.
Yeah, for sure. Nas, sorry Nas, you had a good year, but you didn't have the best year.
It was a good album, but it wasn't.
It
was a return to form.
Yes, it was a return. And
it was please forget about Nasir.
This is why I need a producer of the year, because if there was like a rap producer of the year, Hit Boy would clean that category, and Alchemist, of course. But I think the production here was really, really good, really, really good. Nas again back to form, but Freddie Gibbs got to win this one. I don't think he will. I don't know what. I think Nas might win this one, unfortunately, but Freddie Gibbs. You think? Yeah. Freddie Gibbs is not Grammy clean, is he? Do you know what I mean? So
he's not, but I don't know. The album was so good. The album was so good, you can't deny it. I don't know. I'm going Alfredo. If Run the Jewels had been nominated, I think that would have won.
Yes. I think it should have. I think it should have got nominated, and I think it would have won as well. I agree. Yeah. For sure. Cool. Is there any more?
Yeah. We can go real quick through our last one. Melodic rap performance.
Cool.
Rockstar, DaBaby, Roddy Ricch.
Okay.
Laugh Now, Cry Later, Drake and Lil Durk. Lockdown, Anderson .Paak. The Box, Roddy Ricch, and Highest in the Room, Travis Scott.
Okay, I'll start off with this one.
Go on.
The Box.
Yeah.
The Box. I don't like Corona music.
There's not a lot of songs on there.
Like Corona music for me is like, I feel like Lockdown's gonna win it. It was a Corona song. Yeah, but I feel like because of that, it's gonna win. So. Yeah. No, it's not even close. Sorry, The Box. Yeah, The Box. That's it.
I'm with you on that. I think Highest in the Room is a nice song.
It's a good song.
It's
not better
than The Box. It's not a Grammy award-winning song.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Lil Durk's had a hell of a year though.
You know what it is? He's my feature artist of the year. I always have a feature artist of the year. No, actually, it's him or Freddie Gibbs, because Freddie Gibbs has been murdering every feature. Yeah,
he's been everywhere.
He's been in every nook and cranny, making sure he reminds you he is like one of the best rappers out right now. So him, I mean, Lil Durk's been doing really, really well. He definitely had a good year as well. So no, obviously no shade to Lil Durk, but again, I think it's a fun music video. I think people always forget to separate the two. Like, it's not a bad song, but come on, The Box is The Box. Like, I think most songs are gonna, like, regardless of genre, it's gonna be hard to kind of stand against that. So yeah. Is that it?
Wow. Look, I think we've gone through it. Yeah, I mean, there are so many other categories, but they're the ones kind of relevant to us. Yeah. When do we have to wait until?
I think it's January. Feb. I don't know when it comes out. The streets let me know about that one. When I see it on the TV, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Here we are. Yeah.
Yeah. Nicki Minaj. What do we have to say about that? She was tweeting today or yesterday.
I get what she's saying.
She has a point in what she's saying.
Give the context quickly.
So she was tweeting saying how she wasn't nominated. I think it was Best New Artist at the time, and how she lost out to the white man Bon Iver. Bon Iver as a group, by the way. But yeah, I kind of see where she's coming from. Definitely in the sense of like so many. Definitely. Okay, here's a point. Like Diddy came out and recently said about obviously Grammys. Everyone knows doesn't have much respect for black music. Like no rap album has won from like a black artist since what was it? Since album of the year since like what was it? 2008. No black artist has won album of the year since 2008.
Damn.
And that was Herbie Hancock.
Damn,
Herbie Hancock is like
Lizzo.
An OG.
Oh, damn, not even Lizzo. Damn, fair enough. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's 12 whole years. If you think about it, like hip hop, is like I think even a couple of years, like maybe it was a year ago or 2 years ago, like they were kind of saying all the like record labels, or what is it, like the American Record Association, whatever, they were always saying like hip hop has now become like the biggest genre. Like, and if your biggest genre is one predominated by black artists and you haven't given any of them rap, album of the year, that's wild.
It is very wild. Damn. Yeah. I mean, again, what more do we expect from the best, the most prestigious, award ceremonies for music?
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool. I think that's going to be the end of episode 8. Yeah.
So much more we could say.
Not much more we can say. I mean, we love the Grammys, but as J. Cole said, fuck the Grammys. But again, fuck J. Cole too, because he submitted his album in for a Grammy like a couple years later. So fuck him anyways. Yeah, you can find us on Vinyl Collective Pod on Instagram. We're always posting cool stuff there. You should check it out. Also, we have conversations and polls and debates as usual on Twitter. Yeah. So that's at TVC Twitter, Pod. Yeah. If you've heard a song we mentioned or other artists we mentioned on episodes, we also have a playlist for that. It's called, Podcast Shazams. That's a pretty cool name, isn't it? And then last but not least, we have the now and then playlist where we add a song that's quite current and we add a song that's a bit of a throwback. So you can go first in this one, John.
Okay. My new song is NHS by Slow Tie.
Okay. I like that.
Topical.
I like that.
People give it, a bit of love for the NHS. Really good song. Slow Tie. Yeah, great artist. I knew he was about, I'd heard a couple of songs by him. What was it? Kind of late last year, early this year. Wasn't a fan. You kind of told me I would like him. I went back, gave him a second try, and I'm
pretty good guy, isn't he? Pretty sick.
I'll give you that one. Yeah, I'll give you that one. And then old song is Through the Wire, not by Kanye West, but by Shaka Khan, the original.
Okay.
Which I was listening to again today. Oh, I love it so much.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Fair enough.
I'm gonna go. I feel like it could just about come under R&B.
Okay. Fair. Just about.
Funk soul. Yeah. I'm gonna go for it anyway.
Okay.
Through the
cool.
Wire, Chaka Khan.
New song. I'm actually gonna go over Janae one. This is not even because we're talking about Grammys. I actually just like this song. Pussy Fairy on the Way by Janae Aiko. That song is nice. Okay. Yeah. I like that song. I don't really put enough R&B songs here, so I'm gonna slap that one on.
There's that big grin.
And then, since we're talking about Grammys, Jermaine's Interlude by DJ Khaled. You gotta put that there in it. If listen to the song for that message. There's a little Easter egg for you guys. Cool.
Yeah, that kind of wraps it up for today.
That kind of wraps it up today. Hope you enjoyed us, dragging the Grammys and some of your favorite artists. But you can always count on us to do that, can't you? You know what's funny? I'll just end with this little closing note. Yeah. I know people get really worried about us, John, when we talk about artists. Like, you're gonna ruin the relationships you could have with these artists in the future.
Mm-hmm.
If you say some of these things, mate. I haven't even begun cooking, mate. I'm just chopping the onions. Like, if you think I'm bad now, imagine when we're like episode 50, mate. You're gonna call me thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know how you have.
There'll be so much confidence.
Yeah. So I'll just say that one. Stay tuned, boys. You haven't scratched the surface in that one. But yeah, that's it from us. Cool. See you next week. We out.